Hello everyone. So in this media we'll discuss about the boiler hydraulic test. Okay, this is a very important question in your MMD exam, especially in oral, and the surveyor may ask you, and as a point of this surveys and all onboard sire inspection, all other surveys, now it is on individual competency, so they may also ask you how we do this hydraulic test of the boiler. This page I have put up an extract from book. Okay, some important points are given there, you can read them. I'll not be reading it for you. We'll go directly to our topic. I thought it is very important for you to know, that's why I put up here, and you can pause the video and you can read all these points. This is very important, as per my opinion is concerned. This hydraulic test will start. I have tried to compile in very lucid, very plain and simple terms, so we'll just read it. Okay, and it is self-explanatory. Wherever it is required, I will just try to give a pause and I'll try to elaborate, okay, on that. Otherwise we'll just read. It is very simple to understand. So it is like basically whenever pre-commissioning, whenever there is new boiler is set up, before bringing that in use, we do this hydraulic test. Or if there is any major changes or major repair, especially when in the case of dry dock, when we do, then we are doing this hydraulic test. So what is the actual procedure for doing this hydraulic test, that we'll see here. New water tube boilers are to be pressure tested to 1.5 times the approved design pressure in presence of class surveyor prior commissioning. Okay, so this one, now this point is important, that is 1.5 times. Okay, now purpose of the test is to prove the strength of the boiler pressure parts. Now the purpose of this test is to prove the strength of the boiler pressure test parts. Before the pressure test, the boiler is inspected internally for any tools or unwanted objects. So those are basics, left back or any incomplete repair work like half welded seams, etc. Internal inspection should include following. All tubes should be clear. Oily waste and tube cleaning gear tends to be accidentally left back in the boiler. Apertures in drum ends leading to water gauges, etc. should be clear of any blockage by foreign bodies like tools, etc. Internal surfaces should be free of oil and scale. Internal fittings like perforated plates, feed pipes, baffles, etc. should be secure. Remove any casing and insulation lagging for proper inspection of the pressure parts undergoing the pressure test. So we remove the lagging, gag the safety valve. This is important. Gag the safety valves and shut off the water level indicators, alarms, main steam stop valves, etc. and isolate or blank off any parts not designed to withstand the pressure test. So we are going to use blank flanges for parts which will not be able to withstand this. Close all valves and drains on the boiler, but leave the vent valve open. All manhole doors can be closed now. Fit the force pump and calibrate pressure gauge of sufficient range 1.5 into working pressure. So we set up this. This is important. We have to tell this. Okay. Now after doing all these preparations, after checking all that nothing is left off, after doing all this preparation of closing the manholes, removing the laggings, blanking any unnecessary outlets, fill up warm water or water with at least the same temperature as the boiler metal. Check for any leaks as the water level rises. Once boiler is full and water issues from vent, close the vent valve. Now we have initially kept the vent open. Now once the vent starts to because we wanted the air to come out and it has to be completely filled with that hot water. Confirm all air has been expelled from the boiler. Close the feed valve and now use the force pump to raise the pressure gradually to avoid any shocks. Okay, now we'll use this force pump. Okay, now this is very important, this point. Okay, one point which we discussed was 1.5 times the working pressure, hot water. Okay, and this force pump. Never use the boiler feed pump to pressurize the boiler. Okay, this is important. When the test pressure has been reached, check all visible seams. Now when the test pressure is reached, initially when we are filling, that time also we are checking if there is any leakage. We may have to stop the operation to rectify that leak. Okay, now after the pressure has reached all valves visible, expanded joints for leakage or distortion, maintaining the pressure for at least 30 minutes. So we have to check this for 30 minutes. When inspection is completed, slowly release the pressure, remove the gagging of the safety valves and test them hydraulically. They can be set to actual lifting pressure once boiler is under steam. Open all root valves leading to water level indicators and alarms which were isolated before test. Put back any insulation lagging or casings which were removed for inspection purpose. This hydraulic test is carried out on new boilers. As I said in the beginning, it is carried out on new boilers or on boilers having undergone major repairs on pressure side. It is not routinely requested on running boilers in service or on old boilers. So boilers which are in service or old boilers is not recommended for this hydraulic test. We are doing it only when it is in before commissioning, or for new boiler, or for boilers which have undergone major repair or changes. Okay, now then we will raise slowly the steam. Okay, so how we are raising the steam, we'll now try to cover all the aspects of the boiler. Already I have made a videos on alarms and trips of the boiler. Already we have made all the tests, water test what we are doing. So there are 2-3 videos already present in my channel, you can watch them. Now other also on boiler topic, first we'll try to finish all the questions pertaining to boiler. In my shorts also I have covered many simple questions, simple answers what the surveyor is asking, and now we'll cover all the in detail procedures and whatever. Okay, now we saw that the gagging of safety valves and all these things. So we'll cover first the boiler in our series of video. You will keep seeing that I'm uploading every day. Okay, so we need your support. Please support us and share with your friends so that it boosts our morale and it give an aid to us to serve you in a better way. Thank you so much. Thank you for your valuable time. All the very best.